What up, baby? It's your boy Raider Will with the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. And in today's episode, we're going to talk the belt to ass that we took from the Chiefs, 31-0. We're going to talk about what we can do in the on this bye week, man, these next 2 weeks to prepare for the Jaguars and get better. So y'all stay locked in, man. Let's go. What up, baby? Like I said, it's your boy Raider Will with the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. And today, man, got just me. So, yo, I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are engaged, man, and let's get ready to go. Yo, man. Hey, first things first, let's start getting to it, man. We just took a shellacking from the Chiefs 31-0. Let's look at the box score, man. Box score is going to show us what they did. And guys, it wasn't pretty. Let's just be real. I'll be like, we got absolutely dominated in every phase of the game. There wasn't anything that was pretty about this game. There wasn't anything that we were looking at to say, hey, that's what we're looking for. That's what we want. So I'll be like I said, we're going to get into the box score here. We're going to look at it quarter by quarter, man. And here we go. Share my screen. As you guys know, I ain't no pro at this, man. I'm just sitting here trying to do my best. So, all right, guys, 31-0. Chiefs go up in the first quarter 7-0. Second quarter, 21-0. In the third quarter, they put up 10 points and then decided to start kneeling and put in Gardner Minshew. That is how bad it was this week, guys. So, as we get into the numbers, as you guys know, the Raiders only ran 30 plays on offense. That's right, 30. Geno Smith went 10 for 16 for 67 yards, 4.2. He also had a QBR of 7.7. Oh, man. Then we had Pickett in there for 2 for 2. He also had a fumble. He had 2 completions for 8 yards. The total for the team was 12 for 18 for 70 yards, 4.2 yards a throw. All right, guys, and here's where I'm really starting to get pissed off. Ashton Genty has 6 carries for 21 yards for 3.5 yards a carry. 6 carries for a number 6 pick. Dylan Labe goes for 2 for 3. Geno Smith has 2 for 1 yard. Kenny Pickett has 1 for 0. A total of 11 plays for 25 yards for 2.3. And then Patrick Mahomes looks like a king. 26 for 35, 286 yards, 8.2 yards, 8 on average, 3 touchdowns. He has a QBR of 89.6 and a rating of 126.6. Pacheco has 15 carries for 57 yards, 3.8 a carry, 1 touchdown. Rashard Smith, 14 for 39, 2.8. All right, guys. As you guys can see, they have better numbers. I'm going to scroll down. We see here. We are going to go see. Just give me a moment here. The Raiders had time of possession of 17 minutes and 52 seconds for the game. And the Chiefs had time of possession for 42 minutes and 8 seconds for the game. Guys, what this is telling me right now that this is absolute domination. We got dominated. At the end of the day, we got to look at it for what it is. What can we do to get better? And let's start looking into it, man. Let me just get into the phases of this game. Hey, first of all, we got somebody stop. There he is, man. The man, legend of the Chidolinus.
Oh, you're live already?
I'm already live, bro. We live at 9. Hey, you know what? Hey, thank you for stopping on by, my brother.
Hey, of course. Where's your crew at?
You know what? I had some Matt's getting ready for the playoffs. Val's in a place where shitty receptions at, and then 2 of the other guys were already. One of them is already in Baja. He's already telling me he's on vacation.
He's already on vacation.
Yeah, bro. He's like, bro, like I'm done. He's like, I can't do this anymore.
Man.
Yeah, and it's bad, man. I mean, like, and I was just telling him, I was like, hey, I was just talking with Luck in the chat. Said, find some damn heart in the locker room, right? There's certain things, man, that you can't change, and it's hard for people. Because when I look at it, man, it's hard when you take a 31-0 whooping, right? And a lot of people don't see any hope. A lot of people go like, bro, like typical Raiders. I guess you la verdad, right? Like,
Yeah.
bro, like, hey, this is something, bro. Like our team has like a curse, like the curse of the Bambino.
You know what it is? And I've been saying it for years, and people say I'm tripping.
Huh.
It's the curse of John Gruden. Ever since Al Davis traded away John Gruden to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you look at what's happened to us. Even the year when 2016, when everything looked bright, and then DC goes down with that broken ankle. It's a curse, bro.
I can see that.
Curse of John Gruden.
But for me, it's like this, man. We haven't been good for so long, for so long that it's just like, and I see people now, and I ask people a lot, and they go like, "Bro, we're like immune to it. Like some people are immune to this." No,
I
no,
don't know if you're
I mean
immune.
like,
I think it still affects you. You just don't go down like that crazy road as much as other fans, but it affects you. Yeah.
I think to a certain extent, but
Yeah.
come on now, bro. Like, al mismo tiempo, you go like, "Hey, man, this is something that we've done every year. Every year, bro. I'm telling you, the people that deserve the best money is the PR team for the Raiders. The PR team for the Raiders, bro. They need raises, all of them. Porque cada año, every year, bro, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, this is the year. We did the right thing. Like, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Like, my biggest disappointment was when we looked at it and we said, hey, we could have hired AP. And I said, man, this guy doesn't got any experience. Why are we hiring Luke Getzey? Why are we not putting the right people around him
Mhm.
and, putting him in the position to win?
Right. Right.
So when I go and I look at that and I say, man, like this team is always, there's always something wrong, right? Like right now we got the experienced head coach. We got Pete Carroll, the vato that's won a Super Bowl here, and everybody was like, "Oh, he has so many credentials. He's won in college. He's won here." But I'd be like, I had people telling me 10 wins this season. 10 wins.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he said it too himself. Remember? Yeah.
So I go like, how do we go from that every year to going like, yo, what's going on? Like, bro,
Yeah.
like why? And the disappointing part, bro, it's always by the bye week.
Well, that's like our standard. Hold on, let me lower my TV so I can hear you better. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm watching this game where the freaking Chargers are freaking absolutely crushing the Vikings right now too. So we have too much love and pride not to be optimistic. Hey, you ain't lying. I'd be like, hey, and that's the thing. I think as Raider Nation, we have pride and we remember the old days. There's a lot of us that are old enough to remember when this team was good. When this team, where you
I
could
am.
talk your shit,
I'm old enough.
you know? Yeah, where you could talk your shit, where you could move your swagger, where when like you were wearing Raider stuff, it wasn't people making fun of you. I'd be like,
Yeah,
Cheeto,
no,
I'd be
not
like, I don't
not,
know
not like
about you,
this.
bro.
Yeah, we weren't like the joke of the league. Yeah.
Bro, I live in Colorado, bro. So we're gonna get the business end of the business out here, or the short end of the stick, and people look at us, bro, and they're like, "Oh man, you're a Raiders fan." I had people tell me, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for you."
You had people tell you I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm so sorry, man. They're like,
Damn.
I wish your team could win. I'm like, huh?
You can hear me,
How
right?
you gonna,
And
but
I wish we could send this video to the VA as proof that my hearing is no longer there.
hey, I'm telling you, I can vouch for that, bro. I can vouch for that.
I had
Tell
a
them I'm
hard
looking.
time hearing you before I put these on. I was like, I had to concentrate. I was like, almost reading your lips.
Hey. But and Cheeto, so tell me, man. I mean, like you're a guy that's been around the block, a guy that's been here. You've seen the team win. I'd be like, what is it like, bro? What is it that you see? Like, I'm tired of talking because let's be real. This whole week we've talked about how much we suck. I'd
Mhm.
be like, this show right now, like literally everything I have is we talked about. Okay, we only had 3 first downs on offense,
Oof.
90 total yards, right?
Yeah.
We have all these holes. We have all these issues. I'm tired of talking about that, bro. I'm
Yeah.
tired of talking about how bad we are, right? And
Yeah.
it's just like, dude, it's a pain in the ass. What's up, Geomex in
What
the
up,
building,
Gio? What's
bro?
going on, man?
Yes,
Mhm.
sir. I'm like, yo, what are the things that we need to do, in your opinion, to change these things? Like, and Pete Carroll surprised me, bro, porque when he came out and he's like, I didn't
You felt.
expect this. Like, I was like, bro, if I go and I drink a shot of tequila and I start drinking tequila at the bar, I
Mhm.
expect to be pedo when I leave from the bar,
Yes.
right? Eh,
Thank you.
right? No,
Exactly.
yeah, so
Yes.
when you go to the field, okay, and you see everything at practice and you see everything on a consistent basis, tell me, why are we how can he just be like, yo, oh, I didn't expect this? Like, oh. Bro, what have you seen all season that you're telling me that you saw something better than this 35-0 ass whooping we were going to take?
You know what? I'll say this. It's two things. I think one, the fact that we do this so we look more in depth, we do it to ourselves. If you think about how many other Raider fans have moved on from the game already, even though they're crying and they're whining that they want change, but they're not going over and over the stats with other people on the shows, right? They're not reminding themselves we only had 30 plays and they had 30 first downs. So it makes it a little harder, but then it also helps in that your Raider goggles get a little foggy because you start to see the light. When Pete Carroll came, I was like, okay, they got an experienced coach. Cool, whatever. Let me see what they do with this roster. Because to me, it was always about the roster. And I'm with you. I'm like everybody else. I fell for the banana and the tailpipe to an extent. Because he said compete. We're going to compete. I was like, okay, cool. At least he's trying to keep that culture that AP created again that I think Josh McDaniels took away. At least we're doing that, right? But I think to me, the thing that they didn't do, or maybe they overestimated, was the talent they have on this team. Our D line is completely different once you remove Christian Wilkins. Christian Wilkins never played one down this season. We never got to see Max Crosby, Malcolm Kuntz, and Christian Wilkins together. Remember that. That's what it was supposed to be. That was what we got excited about, and we never got to see that. Again, bad luck. People can call it bad free agency. I don't think it was a bad signing when we got him. Sadly, things went down the way they do because we're the Raiders. But I think in order, and to Mark Davis's credit, it hurts and it sucks to hear it as a fan, but we do need to be patient because we see teams like Washington come in one year and then the next year in the NFC Championship, right? You see that and like, well, we can do it. They did it. Well, we can do it. They did it. But when you really think about it, in actuality, it takes patience to build a team with new players and a new regime. Even from when Josh McDaniels inherited that team that was a playoff team, they lost a lot of games at the end. We were 21-0 at times. Remember when we would lose the lead? You think about the Arizona game, the Chiefs game. But then they started slowly removing pieces to build their own. AP took over. He did his thing. He didn't get the quarterback he wanted, the running back, whatever. But, he tried. And then now we're doing it again. But we're doing it with these same players that are starting to look. How many different coaches is Max at?
Bro, it's like 6?
Yeah. Yeah. How many? And he's not even 30 yet.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and it hurts as a fan because we don't want to wait. We've been losing. Like you said, us older fans have been losing for years. So we don't want to hear be patient. But to an extent, we kind of have to do and look at the bigger picture. Like, it's going to take time. That's why I'm not ready to. As much as I don't like him right now, I'm cool if they don't fire Pete Carroll. I'm cool if they don't fire Chip Kelly. Brandon Carroll, he can go.
So, and I'm gonna tell you, bro. Like, there's the Godfather, AFL Godfather on X. He's like some sort of Raiders insider. There's a guy on Twitter.
Godfather I know is Al Davis. So this fool better
No. But I mean, like, so there's a guy on X that always puts out stuff that he's an insider for the Raiders. People always and he's always spot on with his stuff, right? He's actually probably and he's always taking pictures inside the facility, all sorts of stuff.
Oh, okay.
So he put it out there. He's like, man, the only two people that the Raiders should really be reevaluating right now is the assistants, and the assistants' names were quarterbacks coach, assistants coach Nate Carroll, and offensive line coach
Brandon Carroll. I did see that tweet. Somebody reposted it. I did see it.
Yeah. So when you see that tweet and you see stuff like that, I mean, it lets you know that, you know what, man, there's a lot of things that people can see. And I don't understand why. And I get it, bro. Like I have a son. And he's coaching right now. And I'm happy that he's coaching, that he's learning, that, he's 21 years old and he went out there and he's like, Dad, I'm going to start coaching middle school football. With my buddy, Matt. That's why Matt's not here. Matt's their coach. They're getting ready for their playoff game tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
High school. So yeah, man. So they're doing their thing, and I mean, but if I'm a coach, right, and I'm looking at it, and I want to do what's best for my son, and I want to do what's best for the team, bro, I have to put you through the ringer, right? I have to put you
have to choose.
Things. I have to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, bro, I don't know about you, bro, but sometimes, my dad whooped my ass for I looked, I breathed wrong, he'd whoop me, right? Like,
Yeah,
bro, it was just a sign of respect, Nick. Like back in the day, bro,
yeah.
I didn't even tell my dad no. Like, if you told him no, it was like he didn't understand that word.
Hmm.
Like, what'd you
Yeah.
say? Right?
Hmm.
So you have to do the same thing. If I'm Pete, bro, I'm sitting there going like, bro, you're not cutting the cheese. You're my own son. But I have to do what's right here, bro. I have
Right.
to do what's right. I have to show you what it is to be a grown man. And I get it. He's probably like, his wife's probably going to be at home all mad. I'd be like, how'd you fire your son? I'd be like, bro, I could just imagine the explanation
Right.
you got to come home with.
What up, Israel? Yeah. No.
Uh,
And it's tough, but and I get it because he even says you got to be patient, you got to give it time. But if you don't see, like, forget that he's your son. Any other coach,
He'd be gone.
he'd be gone. He would. Hmm. Yeah,
So
he
tell
would.
me like this. If he'd be gone already, then why would you sit here and do the same, like do this song and dance, verdad? Like, or like we're sitting here going like, oh man, oh I'm a strict coach. I'm gonna hold these guys to a standard. I'm gonna hold JPJ to this certain standard. I'm gonna hold every other player to a certain standard.
Yeah.
But when it comes to my own son and my own staff, I'm not gonna hold them to the same or higher.
No, you need to. You have to. You have to hold everyone to the same standard. You're not even doing him any justice if you're coddling and babying him. Yeah. If anything, I think putting him as the O line coach was a big step. You should have made him an assistant because it's a big
I
step
agree.
from the University of Washington to the NFL. Put him behind Joe Philbin, right? Put him behind him. Let him learn behind him. That would have
Why
been
not?
the smart thing.
So let me ask you this: why hasn't Joe Philbin been put in that spot? Why hasn't Joe Philbin been like, "Yo, man, we suck on O line. This is where I'm good at.
Right.
This is where my specialty is." Like, okay, Cheeto, like I know, bro, like you're really good at certain things. Like, hands down, like you're probably way better promoter than me. You're way more handsome than me. You know, the only thing I got on you is that I'm like 6'1", 6'2".
Still on the whole height thing, huh?
That's it. That's the only thing, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not gonna go up to you and be like, "Hey, Cheeto, can you reach something for me in the top shelf, bro?"
Right,
Go
right.
up there and grab that shit out. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Cheeto, bro, hey, can you help me out with promoting this?"
Yeah, that ain't gonna
Bro,
be
like,
me.
yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
But I'm like that. That's where it makes no sense to me, man. And Big Luck says it right here, man. He said, "Hey, can send them back to high school.
He
Send
was
them
in
back."
college. He
But
was
send them
coaching
back
in
to,
college.
and you don't have to put him as a,
Mhm.
like you said, put him as an assistant.
Yeah.
I'd be like, put him somewhere where he's going to be successful. Isn't that your job as a coach? To put your players and everybody where they're going to be successful?
And I think the frustrating part is everyone else sees the struggles. And then even the other day, I saw the interview when they asked him, and he thinks that they're doing a good job blocking. And I think that's where the frustrating part comes in. You hear that, and you're like, where do you guys see this? Where? Like where? Maybe one or two plays out of 20. Like where is your standard? Like yeah, that's the frustrating part.
Let me tell you like this. If we're doing such a great job blocking, why do we only have 30 plays on offense for the whole game and
Right?
0 points?
Exactly.
If
Our,
we're
our,
doing
our
such,
quarterback is shell shocked because we can't block. Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say people are like, oh, Geno's man, he sucks, and this guy should be freaking
Oh,
retired. And
he's making bad decisions, yes, but
yeah,
don't think that other things don't impact it. And it's funny you brought that up because other players like to blame this, other things, fans too, right? The other day, Jacoby Myers was interviewed, and he went up there and they asked him about Geno's 10 interceptions, right? And this is why I like Jacoby Myers. He goes, yeah. Geno's struggling with the 10 interceptions. He's like, but it's not just him. Is the receivers could help that. The O line could do a better job. There's other phases to this game that can get better, that can help Gino. And I think that's where it comes in. It's easy to blame the quarterback that threw 10 interceptions. I get it. We get every week we go on there and we yell, Gino this, Gino that, right? But then there are other aspects to this game. You got to give the quarterback time. You got to have wide receivers that can get open.
oh man,
Look,
you just hit the nail on the
look
head.
at what's happened since Brock Bowers has been hurt. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's bad.
And you know what? So I was listening to Pete Carroll, right? Pete Carroll, bro, ese viejito was like this.
I can't wait to get Brock Bowers back. He's going to make such a great difference. We have all our difference makers injured.
Right.
That's why we couldn't get it together against the Chiefs. We'll come back.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Like,
Are you gonna say that the difference was that we didn't have, yeah, I get it. We had injured guys. He said Max Crosby was injured from before the game. He said all these guys were injured and they all had things going on.
Yeah.
But let's be real. We haven't seen anything all year long to tell us something was going to happen.
No, not. And even then, like you can't blame it on injuries. Every team goes through injuries. Look at the hated 49ers. Everyone thought they were done because of all the injuries they've endured. Coaching matters when it comes to injuries. How you prepare your team, how you game plan. Look at when they played the Falcons, how much they ran the ball. Granted,
you're 100%, bro. And this is where it's frustrating. Why is it that every single time we get a coach, we go like, oh, and I keep going to Chip Kelly, right? Offensive creativity. This guy's supposed to be a guru. I ain't seen no creativity, bro. I don't see nobody open. I don't see. I'd be like, I see Ashton Genty carrying like 2 or 3 dudes to get 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, I mean, on that one, I think it makes it makes sense and it's easy to say him, right? Also, like, oh, the play calling. But when you go back and you can review the tape, there are moments when the receiver is open and the quarterback didn't see it. Or a run lane, say Genty picked the wrong one. He's a rookie, understandable, he's learning. You got to gel with your offensive line at that point, when you know which way you're going to go. They know which way you prefer to cut or move, right? So that takes time. Do I think Chip Kelly's a great offensive coordinator? Yeah, I do. But do I think he could do better? Absolutely. He has so many variations of an offense, but sometimes I think he gets so egotistical that he's like, no, we're going to do it this way because I know it's going to work and I'm going to make it work and show them. Like at this point, you don't have the horses to run the way or the offense you want to run, bro. You don't. We don't. You're using them to probably what they're least best at. Instead of like, at this point, I would extra O linemen, double it up. We're going to go heavy. We only got one guy right now, and that's Genty. So we're going to try to utilize that as much as we can. But you're going to get smart here. And in the first 15 scripted plays, you only had 2 designed for Genty?
One in the first 15 plays.
That is insane, man. Yeah.
And this is so this is where I'm telling you, man. Mm-hmm. So like I said, this guy offensive creative, and I mean, like in Ohio State, from what I remember, the quarterback, what was his name? Will
Howard.
Will Howard? Mm-hmm. That guy sucked at throwing the ball.
Oh, absolute garbage.
Terrible. So he ran the football.
But even with him, Will Howard had 2 amazing wide receivers. One's in the NFL dominating right now, in Buka, right? Yeah. And then the other one's going to come out maybe 2 years from now. But he knew what he had with Will Howard. He didn't make Will Howard drop back and throw the ball 30, 40 times. He had 2 amazing running backs that he utilized, But there was one game, and this is where I go to his ego. They played Michigan. Michigan had 2 of the best defensive tackles in all of college football. So the plan would have been, don't run at those dudes. What did Chip Kelly do? He ran right at them and fucking Ohio State lost.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, dude. Mm-hmm. But it's like, dude, I don't understand right now because I'm looking at it and nothing's being effective, nothing's working. I'd be like, you look at him in the box and his face is covered. I'd be like, bro, he looks like he's freaking crying, like trying to figure.
I think it's frustration. Like these guys can't, because you're a coach. When you go back and you see it, when you see the old linemen bumping into each other. And all that stuff, like that's so frustrating. Like we're killing ourselves, guys.
So, and I think, and I get what you're saying. So, okay, I'm gonna tell you like my view from the box, right? Mm-hmm. If I was viewing that from the box as a coach, you're damn straight I'm frustrated. But it's like this: what am I doing during the week that's wrong? That my guys are not getting it together. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's a miscommunication somewhere. Or somebody's not getting the game plan exactly like I want it.
Yeah.
And I, as a coordinator, have to have the ability, and this is why I don't like the fact that um, Carroll's kids are on Chip Kelly's side of the ball. Okay.
Mm.
Because when you are a coordinator, okay, I want to be in charge. Cheeto, I'll be like, let's put it like this. When somebody's running a show, when you're running the show, you're running the show, right? Or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when Jeff's running the show, Jeff's running the show. When
Mm-hmm.
it was everybody likes the way doing their thing their own way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm a coordinator and you're working for me, but I can't fire you because your dad is my boss, that inhibits me from doing my job.
Right.
I need to do what's best.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So that's why I don't like that. Do you think that that is part of the problem there? That like there's a some sort of friction there because it seems like it's those two key positions, the quarterback position and the offensive line.
Yeah, and you see it when the blame starts going on each other. You know what I mean? Like when you see that, like, oh, they're not helping the play designer or this and that, and like, oh, that's where you can see the friction. You know, the blame game starts to happen. Hmm.
Hmm, I
Yeah.
can see that. All right, man. Well, shoot. All right, let's get on to it, man. Hey, we talked about it. Cheeto, let me get your thoughts on the offensive struggles for the Raiders. What are we gonna do? What do you see in this bye week? What do you see in these next 2 weeks that are gonna give you Raider Nation hope that we see some sort of semblance? I'm not telling you a high powered. I'm not, bro. I just want to see like 10, 14 points a game. Maybe I'd be like some sort of consistency. What is it gonna take for the Raiders to show some sort of consistency?
Shoot. Oh wait, am I supposed to be seeing myself or no? I only see you now. Is that normal? I never used this before.
Yeah. So yeah, I can. Hold on.
Oh,
There. Do you like that
so
better?
yeah. So what you can look forward to? You know what you can look forward to? You can look forward to this Saturday. This Saturday, I wasn't gonna go. MC Raider called me today. I had seen it, but there's this picnic barbecue in San Diego with the San Diego Nomads. It used to be a really big thing. It's their 11th annual, kind of like what you guys do up in North, right? So a
Mhm.
lot of the ones down here go down and they get together. That's what you can do. Kick it with your Raider brothers. Kick it with your Raider fam. Because if you're expecting us to come back from this bye week and light it up in Las Vegas against Jacksonville, whoo, I'm gonna let you know right now. Don't hold your breath. Don't. I mean, if you're diehard, you're gonna watch the team. You're gonna love the team. I'm gonna be the same way. It's like I think I was telling myself today. I'm ready to move on from Kansas City, and I'm glad I'm gonna go to this barbecue with MC Raider. And we're just gonna chill, hang out, and then come next week, some of the optimism will come
Big
out. Some
Easy.
of the, oh, how can we win game plans start to come out, right? But exactly, big like picnic Sunday in San Antonio, and that's what I'm saying. As a nation, we need to stay together. If we want to complain, we can complain together. If we want to bitch, we can bitch together. If you want to stay
Go to your
numb to it,
support
right?
group.
Yeah.
Go to your support group. Don't
Mhm.
forget your weekly support group meeting. Make
Yeah.
sure that you get with your people. The
Mm-hmm.
Modelos will be flowing.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, hey, maybe you'll get some Vicente Fernandez in there and everybody will
I
just,
mean,
you know,
you've met Mike from Raiders Against the World. You've met him. So he
yeah.
had called me earlier in the week. Come on, Cheeto, let's go. We're gonna try, bring this back. Like we're down and all this. Like obviously he had his concerns too. He brought them up. Like I can't believe we're doing this. I can't believe we're doing that. But at the same time, it's like I'm looking forward to kicking it with Mike. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the people I saw in Rosarito and San Diego on Saturdays. So I mean, then I think that's the thing you can look forward to, right? As far as watching the team, you can look forward to ticket prices going down.
Bro, I don't even think that's going to happen.
Oh, for Jacksonville, yeah. Mhm. The Cowboy game, no. But I've already seen the ticket prices go down for Jacksonville. Yeah. Mhm.
Really?
Yeah. They've
Hey,
already seen the
man.
ticket prices go down for Jacksonville. Yeah.
Raider Nation, if you're out there, our boy Jay Rader's going to be out there. Make sure that if you can get a ticket,
Oh,
man,
that's right. That's his birthday game, right? It's
yeah,
the Jacksonville.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So, and I'm going to tell you like this. This is what I like. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will tell you is that there are things that Raider Nation can look forward to. Okay. What I expect and what I hope to see is a heavy dose of Ascendenti and him developing in the second half of the season. I'd be like, his vision has got better. He's improved. He's shown that, hey, you know what? This guy can do something.
Mhm.
Now, do I see Chip Kelly using him?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's the beep?
Dumb
Oh, I'm like, wait.
basically saying,
I sound like Morse code. I was like, are you asking for help? I was
but,
like, remember your Morse code.
no, man. I mean, like, honestly, do I expect Chip Kelly to use him?
There you go. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, no. Right?
But I think that's the frustration. Like, why aren't we using him?
Well,
Yeah.
and so let me tell you like this: there are a lot of coaches, man, that are very arrogant. Oh,
Yeah, he's one of them.
and
He's 100%
we
one of them.
got some guys on our staff that are like that.
Yeah.
And
From the head coach down.
He wants to do things his own way,
Yeah.
and he wants to be like, hey, well, I'm the coach, and that's the biggest thing, right? I think the best coaches, man, they realize that even like Bruce Arians, I love his style, bro.
Okay.
Bruce Arians is a coach that I admire because he gets to know his players. You're a player's coach.
Right.
You go and you talk to your players, you use them to the best of their abilities, you start to get to know them, you start getting them to turn up. I'd be like, man, and it's an amazing thing to see because I'm going to tell you, my son is going through it right now. He's like, Dad, he's like, I see my kids developing. I see them getting better. He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, you should have seen this play. He read it so fast. He just hit the hole and gets downhill. That's when I'm like, okay, that's coaching.
That's coaching. Yeah.
And you should be excited that your players are developing. I don't see this across the board with the Raiders.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna tell you, man.
Maybe every now and then, like the game against Chicago where Genty had his breakout game, like maybe that one. Yeah. Or Devin White against Titans, maybe, right? The defense. You could say that a little bit. But for the most part, no.
Like today, they were talking about Ty Blue Kelly.
Oh, my Lord.
They talked to the corners coach, and they were talking about how he's developing, how he's taking his lickings, how you know that he thinks he's holding his own, that he thinks he's working through it. And I get where he's coming from.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, that's probably one of the best players he's got. And that's where like people don't realize, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yo, who else do we got? And they're like, oh,
the rookie, put in Darian Porter. Yeah.
Throw in Darian Porter. Okay. How are you going to tell me that Darian Porter is going to do better?
Yeah, you don't. If anything, he's going to have his growing pains too.
Exactly.
Especially because he's only played the position like what, 2 years?
Yeah. So so Chido, like you were in the Navy, right?
Yeah.
What did you do in the Navy?
I was a mechanic engineer, worked on the catapults.
Okay. So if a catapult broke down, did you call and something serious happened? Did you call the rookie to come and pick up the big problems and be like, hey, bro? Hey, rookie,
no. Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah.
It was always the more experienced guys that went in there that were like, hey, man, this is a serious issue.
To that point, even the most experienced, when I became the most experienced guy, I brought the rookie with me to teach him how to do it.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
Tell me where you see that with the Raiders.
I think I don't. I think the only person I see that with is probably with Max and Jacoby. When it comes to the coaching staff, maybe with PG, because he's very familiar with these guys. Maybe with him, but I don't see it with Chip. I don't see it with Pete. I know he plays around with them. He's out there motivating them, trying to get the best out of them. He has his own style. But to me, at this point, I don't see that being very functional. Like I always told people, like there should be a balance. Even when military, perfect example. When I became like supervisor or whatever, my chief brought me to the side. Like, okay, these were your friends. I get it, but you're their supervisor now. You can't be their friends anymore. You guys can hang out after, but you need to understand that now you're expecting stuff from them, right? So you're gonna have to stop being so nice and being a little assertive when you have to. And I remember the first time I did it, like they all looked at me like, bro, like, are you okay? Or what's going on? What happened back home? Like, we never heard you. And I was like, no, because y'all ain't getting it. So now I got to raise my voice so you mofos can get it. And I think sometimes you need that from Pete with these guys, especially with Gino. If Gino is your guy, you're the only one who's going to be able to talk to him that way. And he can get it. Yeah. But you're over here telling him he's doing a good job.
But where's the leadership? Yeah. And I'm going to tell you like this, man. If I'm the Raiders organization owner right now, if I'm Mark Davis, this is what I'm saying. I need leadership in aisle 3 for Raider Nation. Please come down the aisle. Because we have none. There's no accountability, Cheeto. There's none. There's a bunch of excuses, and excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Yep.
And everybody has to wipe their ass every, you know. At the end of the day, I look at it and I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Why can't we have that accountability? If Max Crosby is coming out and saying, I'm accountable for this, I'm taking care of this, I'm doing this work, I'm doing this. JPJ came out and said, hey, I need to be accountable for my things. He's out there, bro. And when he comes out and plays and absolutely dominates, right? I'm not going to tell you about this whole Chiefs game because Chris Jones,
man, I don't
bro,
know.
took his lunch money, spanked him. I mean, like, hey, he was calling Chris Jones daddy.
But that's Chris Jones.
But that's Chris Jones.
Yeah.
And tell me like this, Cheeto, tell me like this. Why, as an offensive coordinator and as a game planner, why are you not double teaming Chris Jones? Out of every single guy, you got Karlaftis. Yes, I get it. He's a danger on the outside.
Yeah, he is. I mean, their whole front four is pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, but the most immediate threat and danger
Chris Jones
is your defensive tackle. That's the shortest distance to the quarterback. And you're putting JPJ one-on-one with Chris Jones?
Right.
Where you don't even put an all-pro against him one-on-one because you're like, bro, people go like, oh, you don't want to go Chris Jones one-on-one. No, bro, you don't want none of that business. But here we go. We line up that way, and that's the way we do it.
You know, the funny part is because there's two sides to that. Like, I get that part. But then I also can picture coaching, going through walkthroughs. You got this, Jackson. You got it? You got it? Yeah, I got him, coach. I don't need help. You sure you got it? You're going to be able to, I'm going to be able to take him, coach. I'm going to be able to take him, right? And then you get up there on that field, and it's like, oh, fuck.
No, I get you. So, I've been there, bro, where you're like, I got this, coach.
Yeah.
And the kid takes, bro, the first play, you're like, oh, fuck. Like, what did I just do? Like,
I know it because I remember I played corner. There was this receiver who was like high. He was hot. He was one of the better ones in our league or whatever. And they asked me. We were rehearsing the whole week. He's taller. So they asked me, and I was like, no, I got this. Fuck that. I'm cool. We're good. I don't need no help. Like, we're good. All right, cool. All right, cool. He got him. Mendes got him. Man.
Yo, I've been there, bro.
Yeah, bro. Woo. My Lord, he ate me up that day.
Bro, so I'm sitting there. I'm like, yo. And I, because like, bro, I was like on the taller side, like I said. So I was lanky and I was physical, right? So I'm like, yeah. Sure. And I like sitting there, oh, bro, I'm gonna get mine today. Yeah. Coach goes like, yo, that kid over there, all state.
Yeah.
He's real. He ain't never seen nothing like me, coach. He ain't never seen nothing like me.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
But I mean, like, yo. But once you see the tape and you know they got the little boards, bro, you can make those adjustments. And that's what coaches get paid big time money for. That's why they have all those things.
Yeah, and so if you think about it, this is year 2 Jackson has gone against that team. Last year he was the center. So now Andy has tape on him already. Andy can learn JPJ's certain tendencies. And best believe they went over them with Chris Jones. And the whole defensive line. Yeah.
Yo. So GeoMix says Raiders have blind leading the blind at the O-line with the head coach with their coach.
That I agree with, man. I don't know what this guy's doing whatsoever. Like, yeah.
Hey, bro, and the worst part is this video that came out where he is like rolling his eyes at the first, looking like he just took a hit off the dab pen and was smoking the wacky tobacco, bro, and all that. He's like, his eyes are like rolling, and he's like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
Please, like, if you're already under duress, Tito, you're already under fire. You're already, and you're gonna give an interview like that, bro?
Bad. Oh, bad. Yeah, that was not a good look at all. It did not bring any faith that the dude's getting it or he's gonna get better at this point. You know.
He said that they were blocking well.
Yeah.
That they thought he said, I think we're doing a good job blocking. On what planet? Me and you can block better, bro. Sign us for a mil apiece, Raiders, right now. Hey, left guard, left tackle, right here, baby. Hey, it's only gonna cost you a mil, and we'll get the blocking. At least we'll try. I mean, like, and that's the sad thing, man. I mean, like, there's some guys that I'm like, bro, the guy didn't even block nobody.
Yeah, and
Like,
they don't know. They don't know their assignments. They don't know the scheme. Like they get lost. That's what I mean when they look lost out there. Yeah.
So that right there tells me what GeoMix is saying, bro. That Brendan Carroll doesn't know what he's doing. Brendan Carroll has no idea what Chip Kelly wants from him.
And if you look at that play, I don't know if it was because of that play, but when he got benched, when JPJ got benched, he literally let Chris Jones come through free. I don't know if that was his understanding somebody else was going to get him. I'm going over here. My responsibility is over here. Whatever it was, right? But Chris Jones came free to Gino, and it looked like they were running like a corner post or something to Thornton, which could have been there, but he just didn't have enough time to get it, and then they got upset. And I think that goes back to, okay, was JPJ? Did he not know his job? Did he not understand I'm supposed to block Chris Jones? And he thought somebody else had him? And I think, but that all starts with the coaching, with Brandon Carroll. He's the one who's got to make sure they're all understanding what the call is and who they're supposed to block on whatever is called out there. And I think that's, to me, is that there's that problem.
And I agree with you there. But okay, when we look at it, but we're sitting here, we're talking about it. I mean, like, bro, if you're my CO, you have certain expectations of me as like a gunmate or a gunner or whatever, for me to do certain things and operate in a certain manner. If I'm expecting that and those things are not happening again and again and again, I keep going back to it. Why hasn't Brendan Carroll been fired? You would have fired my ass. I would have fired my own ass. I'd be like, bro, like, let's be real. Right now, like, if that was your job and you were getting paid and you knew that, bro, like, your daddy wasn't there, he'd be stressed. He'd be fired.
Yeah.
So why?
It's funny you bring that because you brought up the military, and I remember when I became supervisor, how it happened. It was the guy who was our supervisor wasn't motivating the guys enough to get the job done. You could see it in our performance. It was just lackluster. I used to even tell, because you're like, teams, I have my own team. I don't care what these other teams are doing. We're not going to be like them. We're going to keep this shit together. And we did. So when it came, and you're right, my senior chief came up one day, got the senior at that time, pulled him aside, took him out, and told everybody else, y'all going to listen to him now. Just like that. Just like that, yeah.
So tell me like this: where's the accountability, bro? Well, I mean, like, if you're benching players and you're doing all these things to the players, okay? Because, like, let's put it like this: in military terms, okay, the players are like the non-NCOs. They're at the bottom of the food chain. Then you got like your NCOs, and then you got like your ownership, your high command, and all that crap. But bro, as an NCO, bro, that was the worst. That means you have responsibility. That means you got to motivate others. That means you're not only in charge of yourself anymore.
No, they're not looking at you and looking at them for doing so bad. They're looking at you as, why aren't they doing their job?
Hey, so I mean, like, I'm looking at these coaches like, hey, you should be in the same spot. So again, I go like Brendan Carroll coming out and doing this interview saying that he thinks they're blocking well, thinking that we're doing it for this. Bro. No, you suck. And why are we not coming out and just saying it and being like, look, man, we're not doing a good job. We're being ineffective. We're at the bottom of the barrel. Bro, we got 30 plays the last. We obviously ain't doing our job.
Right. But even you said it starts from the top. If he thinks they're doing a good job, it's because they're telling him you guys are doing a good job. Above him, his dad, the coordinator, whoever, right? It starts from there. So if I'm the head coach and in my mind, oh, they're doing a good job. We're this close. We're this close. We're almost there. And we're out here wondering, like, where? Like, where are you guys seeing this? That's why it killed me so much when he said, I didn't see this coming. I was like, you must have been the only one who didn't see this ass whooping coming.
And that's where I'm like, okay. And I get it, right? Like, And I think like Pete's just trying to make it so people don't like jump ship and go overboard, right? And go like, oh, this is the Titanic, and we're all just gonna jump off.
Right,
Hey,
right,
Pete,
right.
this is Raider Nation, baby. We're used to this shit.
Yeah,
You don't
we
gotta
ain't
lie
going
to us,
nowhere.
bro.
We ain't going
Pete,
nowhere. Yeah.
Pete, you ain't gotta lie. Tell us the truth. You know?
And to his credit, and I know the other things like, oh, I don't want to hear that AP shit. To his credit, when he fucked up, he said, I messed up. We weren't ready. I respected that.
And you know what? And that's something I think we have to look at. And I always said that I felt like AP was never set up for success
Yeah.
once he had his assistant become Luke Getzey.
Right, right.
Right? So, but Cheeto, this is where we come back. Cheeto, for
I wish.
life.
True.
Hey,
I do better than that fool.
we'll take it. We would take it right now. And this is where I'm looking at Brendan Carroll, right? And I'm like going like, what playbook are you looking at, bro? Like zone offense is not that complicated. And Chip Kelly's zone offense is really not that complicated because it comes from the college system. There's nothing that's out of this freaking world with the Cheeto. I'm telling you, man, because I've seen it. I've seen all these playbooks that come out. I mean, like, fortunately, as a coach, you have a lot of friends that, you know, they can be like, oh, here's Ohio State's playbook from 2 years ago. If you want to use it, go.
But this is nothing like he ran in Ohio State. Nothing. You never saw this. You never saw this many trip formation when he was at Ohio State. Not even in Oregon. You could go way back. Yeah.
But I don't understand. So what is this now? So why would he go to a straight shotgun? And he used it in Oregon. He did
The
use
shotgun,
the shotgun.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, the way that I'm like, I don't understand. Why can't we come from underneath center with his offense? Why can't we make adjustments? Why is he so unwilling to make those changes to make us more effective?
It goes to the same problem I had with Josh McDaniels. Instead of changing or coordinating your offense to the talent you have, you're expecting the talent to match what you want to do, and you don't have it. And I think that's the problem we have right now. Chip wants to run things a certain way. That shit works when you got a wide receivers like Mbuka. You got two fucking running backs like they had last year, you know, in Junkins and Henderson, right? You got a great O-line that dominated one of the best defensive line in college in the championship game. That'll work when you do it that way. You didn't even need a superstar quarterback. You know, he didn't need one. You just needed someone to not make mistakes. But you don't have that here, Chip.
Well,
yeah.
And that's the thing. And I go like, he doesn't have that, right? He doesn't have all these things, so you have to adapt.
Yeah. And he's not doing that. And
that's where, like, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what's bothering me.
That's
because if you have a lot of like ingenuity, right? And I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm not like this freaking guru coach or anything like that. I'm not a guru coach. I'm like, I basically take a lot of the stuff that I've learned and I reapply it, right? Like I've learned from my coaches and I went like, hey, I played in a 4-2-5 system. So I like to like run the same type of system. I like to run hybrids off of it and do stuff like that. But I'm no guru. This guy's supposed to be a guru. And you're telling me he can't figure out that he doesn't know how to use his best players? You're getting paid $6 million.
Your best player is who right now? Just Genti.
That's a Genti.
That's it. Yeah.
What up, Predator? What's going on?
What up, man? Oh, that's the fist in there. Like, what is that? There's like a little square on there. I was like, what is that? I've never used Riverside before. I did one time. Somebody used to, and I would hop on their show.
Hey, I'm glad you were able to jump on. It's like I tell you, it's totally different, man. When I'm on StreamYard too, I'm like looking at it. I'm like, oh, what does that button do, bro?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to push that.
Yeah.
But like, do you see this, man? I'm like, it even has like a little raise your hand button.
I saw that.
Hey, we need that for our show, though, bro. The way that we're going with James.
Oh man, I love James.
You need
Shout out to James. Shout out to James. James is my homie. Oh man, that was funny.
Man, I should have told him to come jump on tonight.
But, yeah, you should have. Or
yeah, next time I will.
Oh man, that's funny.
But like we were saying, man, there's a lot of things that you have to look at and say, Chip, why are we not adapting? Why are we not changing this? But I look at that, and in my opinion, okay, this has to be done by Pete Carroll.
Right.
And I'm still confused because Cheeto, we've talked about it a whole bunch of times where Pete Carroll comes out and says, "We're gonna run the ball 25 times.
And then
We're gonna freaking
well,
pound the football, play good defense."
well, when you're down 14-21-0, it's hard to run the ball 25 times. You know that. I guess my question would be this: say we already see this offense as a very simple offense, not that complicated, and we see these guys aren't getting it. So, as a coach, do you dumb it down even more for these guys? Like, is the talent we have on our team that much lower or deficient than everyone else that we literally have to dumb this down even more to be able to get the most out of the players we have? Or you keep challenging the players to meet you. We're like, no, I want you guys to be here to do it this way.
Okay, for me as a coach, and that's where you just okay. I'm a player's coach.
Okay.
And I'm a coach. I'm a developer.
So you're Bruce Arian.
I'm a developer. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you with the way that you said that, I want to develop my guys, dude. I want to make them better. I want to push them to the absolute limit every single day. Tito, I mean, like when I come and you invite me to your shows or whatever, I do my research because I want to bring the best to you because I don't want to like come there and be like, yo, look like a pendejo, right?
Yeah,
you
don't want to get caught with your pants down on my show like that. No.
Yeah, or any show, or come on to
Or any
anybody
show,
and be
right.
like, and be like,
right. Yeah.
You want to be like, yeah. So what we do is say, hey man, I want to prepare myself. I want to push myself to the max, bro, because I know that you're watching things, because I know that other people are watching things and doing things. I'm like, oh man, I need to study up. I need to make sure I know what I'm talking about. I need to make sure that this thing's going on. So I want to get that dog out. I want to make sure that I'm bringing my A game. So that's what I want from my guys. So every single time as a coach, I'm pushing. But, I mean, like, bro, we push every day.
I get that, and I get wanting dogs, and I think it reminds me of when Pete and Spytek said, we want players that are going to want to play here, right? We want a certain type of player. Now, I love dogs. I love a dog. I want a dog too. But remember, you still have to train that dog.
Yeah.
To do things the right way.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we are right now. I really think they're trying to find the kind of players they want. And now they just have to coach them up to how they want them to play on the field. You know, some are going to have a tougher time than others. Even with Caillou Kelly, like as much as I hate how much he's getting beat and looking lost out there, one of my favorite corners was Jacorian Bennett recently. He struggled his rookie year, right? But he was a rookie. Came back his second year, a lot more solid. You know, you figure they would learn. And I think that's the part I want to see. Is we're going to get dogs. We're going to get them. But can these guys train our dogs? That's the problem, you know?
And that's where I'm looking at it, right? Do we have the right type of coaches?
Yeah.
Do we have those guys? And I feel like Rob Leonard, bro, the way that he talks.
Oh, Rob Leonard is,
he a dog.
He's one. That
dude is a dog.
If PG ever leaves, he's the guy I would want to be your DC.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I love the way that he talks, right? Like today they were talking about the defensive line.
Yeah, I heard him.
And how, like, you know, they're improving and that, you know, he said they're getting better. We're getting, you know, we're improving. We're doing this. We're doing that. But we could still do and I mean, like, that's where I'm like, okay, this guy's a coach.
And he didn't make any excuses because they brought up the injuries. He's like, I didn't think I was going to be out here with only 6 D linemen. You know? Yeah. But I told the guys, I told Book, talking about Booker, I told Book, hey, I'm going to need you to step up. I'm going to need you to do this now because we lost the other dudes. And I knew it was Rob Leonard when he talked that way. I was like, wait, who's talking right now? Because I was listening to it on the car. And I was like, oh, that's Rob Leonard. Oh, okay, I can tell. There's a huge difference. They did their best. They're just trying. They're doing it. Like, that's completely different than what you heard from Rob Leonard.
And that's where I was like, wow, man. Why can't we have every coach be on the staff like that, right? Well, that's only a coach. That's a coach's dream, of course. But when I go like, yo, we need more of that across the board.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no accountability. I'd be like, when you talk to the linebackers coach, bro, the linebackers got worked.
Oh, my God.
Like, they were out there like, hey.
When Roberts let Kelsey go, and I'm like, bro, who you letting him go to? You just stop following him. Like, oh, this is the end of my zone. Who does that?
Exactly.
Man.
Like, and that's where I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like the most dangerous player on the field, and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna pass him off. To who, bro? To who?
And that all
like,
goes
he's the
with
most dangerous guy on
coaching.
the field.
And that goes with coaching, communication, cohesiveness. That takes time for a team to develop that.
Yeah. And I agree with that. And I think like we have to look at those things and say, hey, the cohesion, all those things need to come in time. But bro, how much time? Like how much time? And then again, if we're saying, hey, there isn't any cohesion in week 12,
Oh
in week
yeah.
15, and then we know it's the coaching, right?
It's the coaching, and the dogs they picked weren't bulldogs, they're chihuahuas. Time to return those dogs to the pound. Sorry.
But I'll be like, so what you do is this, okay? So if you're saying that if we're done by week 12,
We're
are you
done
saying
right
to blow
now.
it up?
We're
We're
done
done right
now.
now. So you're saying we're done right now. You see us at 2 wins for the season?
I see us at the most 4 wins is going to be a stretch.
Okay.
I thought
4
we were going to
wins.
put up a chance against the Chargers, right? We're going to be in LA. We're going to have the home field advantage. I just saw the Chargers play. I told the group we're getting our ass kicked in LA. Right? And then somebody said, oh man, that looks bad. Wait till we play Broncos and Vance Johnson defense. And then it hit me, well, I'm going to watch my team get their ass kicked back to back because I'm going to the Charger Raider game. And then I'm going to go to Vegas to watch them play the Broncos.
Bro, you're not giving me much hope. I'm going November.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
But I'll be like,
and I get it, but I think it would be different, or we would be singing a different tune if they showed that they were getting better. Even if we were 2-5. If we were 2-5 and we lost to KC 24-31, I would have been cool with that. The way we lost to the Chargers the first game, it sucked because we blacked out the stadium. We showed up, too many turnovers. But I was cool with the way they lost because we showed some fight in it, right? We showed some fight. It's the blowouts that are killing me. The Washington game, right? This one against
bro,
the
it's
Chiefs.
3 out of the 5 losses are
Colts,
blowouts.
the
Bro.
Colts game. Those 3 are the ones that are killing me. If I see more games like that, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, 3 out of the 5 games have been blowouts.
Yeah.
I'm okay with losing too, Cheeto.
Yeah.
I'm okay with losing. It happens, bro. Guess what? I've lost a lot as a coach. Bro, a lot.
Yeah.
Like more than I'd like to say. But I've also won a lot, right?
Yeah.
So there's an equal amount. But bro, all we seem to be doing is losing and losing.
Yeah.
And then going and trying
Leo,
to change.
No. My dog's name is Leo.
It's all good, bro. His name is what?
Leo. Yes.
You're
Yes. We had another dog. His name was Max, and sadly he had to be put down because he had like dog blood cancer or whatever. So the family was heartbroken. And then my brother had a friend who had a German Shepherd. That's what Max was. That needed a new home. So it's like, okay, cool. Send us pictures. I get home, come to find out the dog's name is Leo.
So when your girl's yelling at the dog, sometimes do you think it's you?
No,
you go
no,
like,
no,
what,
no.
babe? What?
When I get yelled at, I get called by my whole name, Lionel.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
she gets all Mexican style on you,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, everything like
Your
that.
full name comes out, you're like, even
like,
your neck
oh,
stretches
oh.
out on the back of your neck. Freaking everything starts
Wait,
getting on fire.
Ronnie, where did Ronnie see the trading block? Who says JPJ's on there?
What?
He said Ronnie Garner says the coaching staff has been terrible. Why the fuck is JPJ on the trading block?
I have no idea. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Ronnie, where'd you see that?
You know.
Why don't we give Jacoby 17 mil?
Yeah, I would have been fine with that.
I'd pay him right now.
Yeah, I would.
Bro, here's the thing. He keeps getting more expensive every single game. I don't care what his stats are, because right now what he's going to do is tell us, hey, my stats suck because we suck.
Right.
Be like, who do you got on this team that can perform better than me?
No
one.
Who did they bring back? They brought back DJ Turner. That's the one they brought back, right? I think I was telling you. I think it was with you guys on Tuesday, right? I was like, we're so bad at wide receiver. We brought back DJ Turner.
Hey, when you go DJ Turner, this is what I thought. Joke's on me.
And I get it. He's a Raider. We like him. He was a great special team guy role. Like, it's nothing on him. But it's just like this is what I'm saying when we talk about the talent on the field.
Well,
Yeah.
and for me, it's this, man. If we're gonna sign somebody and you're gonna give me hope, bring somebody that's like, dude, has some reputation, has something.
There's this offensive lineman. I can't remember his name on the Giants. He's a former first round pick, I think from like 2 years ago, and he's on the trading block with the Giants. The Giants don't need him; they're ready to move on from him. Like I wouldn't mind if the Raiders did something like that to go get someone like him, a guard who can play tackle, right, and see what he can do or bring to this team. Maybe a change of place. And it's funny because the Giants have two of our old linemen over there. Illuminor is one of them, right?
Yeah.
And he's over there right now. So, yeah, like trades like that, I would like to see, right? But when you say, like, oh, get, what did James say? Tante Samuel. Like, no. No.
But here's the biggest thing, right? And I think
Yeah.
here's where Raider Nation, for the most part, has a big misconception. Big names, bro, don't guarantee wins.
No, they don't. Mhm.
And this is where good coaches and good players take wins. Okay.
And I was, it can happen if your team is set up. You look at the Buccaneers, right? The Buccaneers were set up a certain way and they needed their guy. They went out and they got Brady, right? What did Brady do? I know one guy we could bring in that can change this offense. Somebody nobody wanted, and they got Antonio Brown, right? And they went on their Super Bowl run and they won the Super Bowl. They already had a great defensive line. They had a good running game, good O-line. All they needed was that guy, which was Tom, and Tom brought Antonio with him. But that coaching staff was able to manage that. You have to be able to handle that. Because I think that Arians won that, right? Then he retired, and then a new coach took over, and that's what AB went, woo, right?
Yeah, and that's Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
Todd Bowles.
Bowles,
And
there
now
you go.
that team is, Arians is still around that program.
Right. And it showed when they brought in Baker. Look at what they did after Tom. They brought in Baker.
And they're having success, bro.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm like, yo, it's gonna take so. And I know Raider Nation is like, man, Mark Davis needs to sell the team, and this is where
my Lord.
and I have a big problem with that, dude, because this dude is trying, and I'm gonna say it because I see it now.
Yeah, you're about to lose all our Bay Area followers right now.
You know what? I can't say. I know. I get what you're saying there, man, and I know the hate right there, and I get where they're coming from. Much love to our Bay Area people, but at the same time, what I'm saying is this: he's hired the young coach, he's hired the popular guy, he's hired John Gruden to try to go back to the glory. He's hired Pete Carroll, who has a great reputation, and none of these guys.
Even Josh McDaniels was the big name when he was up for head coach. As much as we didn't like him, the media praised that hire. Remember?
Yeah. Yes. And because he was the highest rated coach at the time, and that's why people were like, "Oh, I think it was him or who else?
Gable. Dable? Was it Dable from the Giants?
Yeah. I think it was him.
I think it was those two.
So, and then we got one of them, and we were like, "Oh, okay, things are going to change." And I think the biggest thing is now Raider Nation has to be
Thank you,
patient.
Ronnie. Yes.
He will not sell. He wants to win just as bad as it.
He
Absolutely.
does. Yeah, and shout out to Steven. Steven said it, and he's from Sacramento. He's from that area. You can't blame Mark because Mark is willing to put his money where his mouth is.
100%.
Right? Even if it means paying a coach that didn't work out, I'm still paying them, but I'm gonna try and bring somebody else in.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I mean, like, people go like, "Yo, we should just fire and hire all these guys."
Yeah.
Bro, I don't see you writing no checks. I mean, like, these guys are getting paid for 5 years still.
Right.
Coaches' contracts are guaranteed.
And if he was a bad owner, he wouldn't do that. He would let us sit through that misery that was Josh McDaniels and run those contracts through.
If we were the Bengals or the Browns, guaranteed.
Y'all gonna have to wait till this contract's up before I find somebody else.
and I'm gonna get them on the cheap too.
Right? Yeah. So that, to his credit, like, he doesn't do that. Yeah.
And I like that, man. And I like that he's out there always putting in things and putting in work and trying to do the right thing, right? So when Raider Nation goes out there and they go like, "Oh no, man, no, we can't have that guy there." Bro, that upsets me.
There you go, Gio. Smarten up. Remember that? That was here in LA when he did that. Oh my god.
Oh my god! But I think it's frustrating, man, for him too.
Oh, I'm sure it
You know,
is. Yeah.
because like, and I'm gonna tell you like this: ain't nobody want to be known as a fucking loser.
No.
Like going around, I don't care that you're a billionaire. Oh yeah, I'm a billionaire. Yeah, he's a but in his realm, bro, like he hangs around under other billionaires, and all of them have success. And what are they gonna tell him? Oh, nice job getting your daddy's money. Your team sucks.
Right.
You know, he wants to have
But
his own
But
swing.
even then, you think about the financial situation the Raiders were in when he took over. Nowhere near where they are now. I
They were
remember
freaking
hearing
upside
Mayock.
down.
I remember Mayock in an interview talking about when he got there, they wanted to bring in players, but they didn't have the cash to give these guys signing bonuses because the franchise was that poor.
Bro, do you remember too where we were so financially strapped every year?
Oh my god, yeah.
Because we had contracts, bro, from play. I was like, what? They're like, oh yeah, we can't. I'm like, we can't sign nobody. We didn't sign anybody for the past 10 years.
And it seems like when one GM comes, they try to clean it up, but they're not here long enough to be able to make the impact they want to. Like to Ziegler's credit, he inherited a bunch of bullshit as contract from the Gruden Mayock era. So he can only do so much in free agency. But he was attached to Josh McDaniels, so he had to go, right? Yeah.
And this is like where I'm with Ronnie. He says, I'm done with the coaching changes. Let's get on the same page.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
Me too.
Now, I don't think we need to get rid of like our head coach and our offensive coordinator and our DC. Do I think there's people below them?
Yeah, absolutely.
That we are investigating? Absolutely.
Investigated. Like, are they part of this gambling thing that's going on?
They might be. Hey, NFL, you need to do a check right now. Check Nate Carroll and Brendan Carroll for point skimming on the Raiders because we're getting blown out by those two positions.
Oh,
man. I'm like, geez, only on YouTube, right?
No, and I think that's why I've always been, even if it's frustrating, you got to give the guy at least 2 years, whoever we bring in. And if you don't see any progress, then you could start talking about moving forward, right? What made this situation unique was when they were ready to move on from AP. Remember, they filed Telesco before they fired the coach, right? Which was weird. You don't normally do that. But I think knowing the fact that Pete Carroll became available, Mark was like, oh, I can get an experienced guy to come in here. Maybe AP's above his head because he's new. And it's true. It's a brand new coach. So I get that part. But the fact that now people are like, oh, now you got to fire Carroll. And you know I can't stand Carroll. You know I can't. I'm a Notre Dame fan. I can't stand that fool. But you have to give them time to try to implement what they're doing. And if that means we're going to struggle for this year, hey, look at the bright side. We don't have to tank. You're going to get a top pick just because we're that bad.
You know what? I like what you just said, man. There's a reason we're friends. For me, like, bro, I give them 3 years. And this is what I do, okay? Because me as a coach, right, I look at it that way. 3-year program. First year, you're coming in, you're tearing down the program, you're putting in your culture.
You're evaluating who's here. Yeah.
Exactly. You do a lot of evaluation. You look at it. You try to put them in the best positions. You're starting to learn your players. Year 1, all right, done. Then you go into year 2. You draft your players that you want to see in your program. You got your own scouts going. You got everything going.
Your own.
You should see some changes.
Right.
You should see some progress in year 2, especially around game 8 or 9.
Right, but like what we were expecting this year. Yeah.
You should see some major changes from the team. Then in year 3, you start competing. And that's that's what I start that's exactly what we do when we go to Europe. We tell every single program that we coach, we go, hey, year 1, I'm not guaranteeing you a championship. I'm guaranteeing you that we're rebuilding, that we're going to see and we're going to evaluate. In year 2, we're going to be more competitive. In year 3, we should be a playoff team.
Right.
In year 4, we should be competing for the division. And in year 5, you should be winning.
Making a run for the Super Bowl. Yeah.
And that's our method. And I mean, like,
that's what Philly did. That's what Philly did when they took over. When Howie got there, that's what Philly did.
Howie Roseman, and that's why everybody's trying to follow that model now. But I think Raider Nation is just so fed up with losing that they're not patient enough to see any of it anymore.
No.
They want to see immediate results, and we're not going to have any of that. And we're not going to have it on a consistent basis unless we put in a program that we allow that comes in and puts in their own guys and does things for 2 or 3 years. And Ronnie said it, yeah. Carroll only has 3 years left on his contract.
No, I think he means in his life. Hey, what up, Gio? Yeah, I've been to a Tepeyac. I'm not a big fan. People love that big atomic burrito. I'm not a big fan of it, but yeah, it's good.
Oh my gosh. We're not winning in 27.
Man, I get it, and I understand that. But I think what throws it off, I honestly think that what would have made the nation feel better is if they had drafted a future quarterback. Because if we're doing 2-5, but it's our future quarterback, right, a rookie, I think the nation would be a little more patient because you're doing it with a rookie. You know,
You want to know what I think the Raider Nation would be doing? Why didn't we hire a vet? Why didn't we?
You're probably right. Yeah.
I told you, Gino was the solution.
Right. Trade for Baker.
We should have drafted Jackson Dart instead.
Oh no, wasn't the one trade for what's the guy that's just sitting on the bench over there in Detroit? He went to Tennessee. He was a big one that people kept saying we should go get. I forgot his name, but yeah, this is the one over there. Mm-hmm.
And that's where it's
he did mean his coaching career. My bad.
I was like, damn, man. I'm like, my man's over here already signing on up his life contract. I'm like, shoot.
Okay, some people joke around about that, about he only has 3 years because that's all he's got left. But I think, to Mark's credit again, you think about the contract he gave Gruden, 10 years. 10 years without even having proven that you can still coach from when the last time you were here, you know?
Without blinking, bro.
Without blinking.
And
then he gave Josh McDaniels 5. 5?
5.
Look at now with Pete. 3.
Kelly 6.
And the hooker. That's the one, Gio. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he gives Chip Kelly $6 million.
Which is mind-boggling to me because they wouldn't do that with Cliff Kingsbury.
So again, and I think he learned that from that mistake.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, he was like, man, we made that mistake. I'm not going to do it again.
Had I gave Cliff that extra year, maybe that would have been different with him. With
exactly.
Pierce. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think he regrets that. I think that was the one move where he was like, man, we should have pulled the trigger on that.
Yeah. We should have gave him that extra year. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's where he gave Pete Carroll the ability to get this guy. But I don't know what Pete Carroll's doing. I'd be like, and it's frustrating for me because he's not an offensive guy, Cheeto. He's a defensive coordinator.
Oh, he's a D. Yeah, he's a defensive back coach at that.
Yeah. He's a defensive guy. Mm-hmm. So he has like a mentality of saying, oh, we're going to run it. And I think another thing that Raider Nation got really happy about was when Pete Carroll came in and said, we're going to win a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I see it. Yep, I see our roster.
I win 10. I win 10 games every year.
Yeah, and then everybody was like, "Oh, I'm gonna drink the Kool-Aid."
And it was funny because I remember when he said that. I think I did a video, and he's like, "I win 10 games every year," and I was like, "Raiders are about to say, hold on, Pete, hold my beer real quick. Not here, buddy. Not here."
And that's the thing. And big luck, we didn't get Cliff Kingsbury. It wasn't because we didn't get JD5.
They didn't give him another year.
Because they didn't give him another year on his contract.
Yeah, I think they were only going to offer 2, and he wanted 3.
They wanted 2 years, and he wanted 3.
He wanted 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This
was
before
the
draft.
Wouldn't budge on it.
Yeah, this is before
and then he wanted us to make a move for JD5.
He did want that, yeah. But so did Coach Pierce.
Yeah. And he didn't. And here's the thing: everybody wanted to make a move for JD5,
and we had Coupon Tom at the time. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. I mean, like, did Tom make the call? Didn't he make the call? Dun, dun, dun.
Right. And then all the rumors come in. Yeah, he did. But and to their credit, I don't think any of those teams were going to give up that pick. You look at who it was. It was Caleb, Drake May, and JD5. Ain't none of those teams wanted to move from where they were at. They knew this was going to be our future guy. Yeah. I don't care what the haul was. You don't just give up that haul when you can be like, we can get our guy with this pick. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's where I was like, man, I get what people want. I get what people see. And I get everything that people think, right? Where they were like, oh, we could have done this. We should have done that. JD5 or JD and Kingsbury were the solution. that's why AP failed. Who knows?
Yeah.
What I see from this staff is that
Don't
Mark
forget,
Mayfield.
they let Josh Jacobs walk also.
Oh,
They
facts, bro.
let Josh Jacobs walk. Mm-hmm.
I have to give you like 10 points for that one, bro.
Yeah.
I like shooting at the buzzard right there. That right there killed the Raiders. It
Mm-hmm.
set the Raiders back. Now we had to draft another running back in the 6th round.
Mm-hmm.
First pick of the draft, 6th round.
Right.
When we could have what?
You're not even paying. You're paying him not even that much more than you would have given Jacobs to stay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So again, we look at it and we're like, man, lots of mistakes have been made, lots of things like that. But what I see is Mark is trying to improve, like you said. Mark tried to make the right thing happen, tried to set up Pete Carroll for success, try to do all the things that we need to do. But I don't know, man. I mean, like, we'll have to see. I mean, like, the bye week now is coming in. I'm like, lots of things need to be changed, and not lots of things need to come into involvement for Raider Nation, obviously.
Yeah.
Man,
I'll tell Raider Nation this.
okay.
If you're expecting like a big blockbuster trade that's going to change our team
No.
before the trade deadline, if you're going to be on that watching Mitchell Rentz when he does his trade day show, don't hold your breath. Nothing's going to happen like that. The NFL doesn't work that way. It's not like the MLB. It's not like the NBA on the trade deadline, right? There's some trades that happen, but nothing of that magnitude rarely ever happens. Yeah. And there's nothing really out there that we're going to be able to trade for that's going to change our team like that instantly. I mean, unless, well, go get Josh Allen. Fuck it. Send him the next draft for the next 5 years. You know?
I don't see Buffalo doing that. That's the thing,
That's
right?
the
There's
thing.
no
Yeah.
caliber.
But what does James say? You don't know unless you try.
Hey, I love James, bro.
Yeah.
I love him. And I mean, like, and that's where I think I get his frustration.
Mm-hmm.
And I get where, like,
Exactly.
he's young,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. And it's true. I'll say this for the younger Raider fans, and maybe it wasn't mine. When my nephew switched over from Kansas City to the Raiders, it was 2020. So the following year was the year we started off good. Remember, then Gruden got let go. Ruggs incident happened, but we still made the playoffs. So for Noah, my little nephew, that was probably his first full year as a Raider fan. So in his mind, my team's fucking good. My uncle's right. This is a good ass team, right? And then uncle, I told him we got Devontae Adams. Wait till you see this guy. Boom. Nephew became an instant Devontae Adams fan, right? We're about to do something, and then what happens? It ain't work out with Josh McDaniels. Now my nephew's over here like, damn, we suck, uncle. I'm like, yeah, you're right. We do. We do.
So let me ask you, Cheeto. Okay, now that you've gone through this with your nephew, and I mean, like, I go through this with my son, and my son's like, Dad, I don't know, like, I can't be a Raiders fan, Daddy. He's like, he's like, I can't do it anymore. And I'm like,
I don't force people. And it was funny because I posted.
I don't either. I don't. But I'll be like, so what do you? But I'll be like, what do you do to comfort somebody like that? I mean, like, to comfort a kid.
We watch the game together because we do our thing. I'm not here most of the time, right? I'm not here, but they asked me to be here for this past one, so to our birthdays or whatever. So me being here to watch the game with him, he enjoyed it. When I took him to the Derby room over in Paris, he enjoyed it. Yeah? So doing things like that is what keeps him wanting to still be a Raider fan. So it goes back to your brotherhood with the nation.
Yeah.
I wish this fool wasn't grounded. If he wasn't grounded, I would take him with me to Las Vegas.
Yeah. He said, I wish this fool wasn't. He's calling him out right now.
I tell him all the time. And his dad reminds him constantly. He's like, you know where your uncle's going, right, for his birthday? He's going to Vegas. You know who's not going?
You.
Dude, there's a wrestling event on Monday. I don't even know if I could take him. Yeah.
Bro, all you gotta do is go to school and school.
No, but to your point, I think that's how you keep them still. Because we went to go watch the game against the Commanders in Rivers. Oh, so I took him twice. I took him in the Riverside, Paris, and I took him to the Riverside at the beach with Raw. So he did 2 watch parties. And then we did the one here. So 3 games. And in those 3 games, even though we lost, he had a good time with me. You know, he was up on the stage with me. He was on the microphone yelling Raiders, you know. He was over there saying Cheeto sucks, and everybody was like, yeah. I think that's how you keep them to still be part of the nation. Yeah, that's what he remembers. That's what I remember as a kid doing that with my uncles. Yeah.
I agree with you with that, man. And I
Yeah.
think having fun and like going out and doing things at the events and like just making it live and making sure that you're like doing other things besides watching us get killed on fucking TV.
Yeah.
Like make it fun. But yeah, so check this out. Predator already came out. He said, "Hey, what point do we tell Mark to sell the team, Mark?"
Why, that is such a delusional thought. Like, what makes Raider Nation though think we have so much control that we're gonna go over there? Hey, Mark, you know those billions you're making? Sell the team. Like,
And again, I don't think it goes back to Mark not trying to make this
no,
team successful.
he's trying to make the right choices. Nobody could sit here and tell me that they knew all those choices he made were going to be bad ones. The media was praising him for Carroll, praising him for Josh McDaniels. 50-50 on AP. They were like, you got to keep the culture. You got to keep your guys happy. So Mark made the wise decision by keeping him around, Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rick Basasha, the GOAT.
Yeah, Rick Basasha, the GOAT.
You know what? I like Rich, but I'll tell you this. Rich does not have what it takes to be a head coach either. What ran that team the majority of the time was Carr and that offensive coordinator and having Gus Bradley as your DC. Gus Bradley's a seasoned coach. He don't need a head coach over him telling him how to run his defense.
Pete Carroll and Gus Bradley were together in Seattle.
Yeah.
That's where the cover 3 scheme comes from.
Yeah.
And you know what? I like this question right here. What do you think? What do you think happens with Jacoby? Trade, or does he finish the season with the Raiders?
I don't think there's much of a market for him other than the Patriots. I think the Patriots are the team that want him. He played for Josh. Josh brought him over here from New England to us. So there's obviously something there. If you look at what they're doing, they could use a guy like Kobe to make them better. But I think it all depends on what they're offering, if the Raiders are going to accept that as enough compensation for him. Right? Yeah. Or even maybe Pittsburgh, maybe? Yeah.
Nah, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, the one up front,
New England.
is the Patriots, and they're like, hey, man, we ready to bag you again.
And we deal with them a lot. So I could see it happening. Mark and Kraft have,
bro, we always get our asses handed to us, no matter what. Bro, they could send us a player. Oh, we're gonna get a great player from them.
But no, we got Richard Seymour from them. He wasn't. Come on now.
No,
he's part owner now too. Seymour. I forgot about that. Yeah.
But I mean, like, when you look at that, man, I'm like, they're gonna trade him, and I'm like, and you're right. We're gonna get minimal trade value for him. Because right now we're not having a good season. He's injured. He's at the bottom. And I mean, like, what are we going to get, a 4th or a 5th?
And is that enough compensation for him?
For him, for a guy that's a quality number 2. So then we're going to go, hey, we don't have a number 1 or a number 2?
Yeah.
And you're going to tell us that we're going to be more successful with that? No, bro. You're already telling me, we had Bowers hurt.
The fact that he's still playing, even though he's made it known, like, I want to be traded because they're not paying me here. But the fact that he continues to say, the reason I'm still playing is for my brothers. That should tell you enough about him, right?
Yeah. He says, Roddy says, Jacoby's being forced to play out his contract for a payday.
And this regime has shown that. Look at the majority of these contracts are 1-year prove-it deals. So we talked about earlier going into year 2. This is going to be a completely different team next year.
Agreed.
Yeah. Ooh, a third. If it's a third, I'd do it today, right now. Send that over. Send the Carfax. I'm doing it for a third. Heartbeat, bro.
And that's the thing. I'm like, what team is willing to give up a third, Ronnie? Like, I don't really see any team going, hey, Jacoby, hey, I'm going to give up a third for that guy right now. Busted up knee, toe turf, all that. I want it.
Especially not right now when it's like, it's out there, like it's known that he wants out of there. It's one thing if the dude doesn't want out, you don't want to send him, and you really want him, then you gotta overpay. Well, that's not the situation.
Exactly. And he doesn't want out.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, but again, this is where we go back to it and we say, man, hey, we really got to pay the guys. We got to take care of our people. But yo, Cheeto, let us know where you're gonna be up this weekend, man. Let the people know where they can go out and have some fun and enjoy themselves and get out of the funk and see some people out there and just hang out.
Let me get the actual address, and I'll give you the actual address right now. Hold on.
I will tell you guys, if you guys are in Grand Junction, Colorado, we will be doing the trunk or treat over there for the hospital and stuff and going around and doing other things. So make sure that you guys stay locked into our TBH Westco page so that way you guys can come out, get some candies, enjoy some time with the kids, and do some trunk or treat, man.
So basically, we will be in San Diego this Saturday. Where'd it go? This is why, you know what? I should do it on my phone. I don't know why I'm trying to do it on the computer.
We got people saying the Patriots, the Lions, Cleveland.
For what? For Jacoby?
For Jacoby, all possible trade partners.
I don't know what the Lions wouldn't be a bad situation for him.
Ronnie
Cleveland, I don't know what Cleveland would do. Yeah, the Bucks.
Hey, no doubt right now, man, with Giannis bringing his two brothers, I'm like, that roster's pretty loaded right there with,
Okay, I
with
got
the
it.
Dumbos.
So Saturday, October 25th, San Diego Nomads. The Nomads of San Diego are going to be having a Raider Nation picnic. Chula Vista Marina, Marina View Park. That is 900 Marina Parkway in Chula Vista, California. So if you're going to be down there, we will be there. I will be there with the homie MC Raider. My boy Mike from Raiders Against the World will be there. Andy Raider merch is going to be there. So a bunch of other vendors. Brown Bag Cookies.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be there. Yeah, I think
Brown
she told me
Bag
she was going to be there. And then, of course, the Nomads. And I'm pretty sure some of the Misfits are going to fly by. Maybe my flag will turn up. Bastards. Whoever took my flag by mistake in Rosarito, if it happens to reappear in San Diego, I won't even question where it was. I just want it back.
Bro, it's probably hanging in somebody's bathroom right now.
No, man.
They use it like a shower curtain.
And it was funny because I was like, why would somebody want to steal my flag? Like, why do they want my logo? But I remember it's because I have Max on that flag. Max Crosby's on that flag. Yeah. Mm-hmm. On this one, it's Pierce and Kuntz. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bro, maybe they're trying to steal your identity. Maybe they want to be Chidolinus.
There was one guy on Facebook. I forgot his name. Too bad Myra's not in this chat. But there was this dude trying to hit up at people saying he was me.
What?
Yeah. She goes, look, you got people trying to pretend they're you. And I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah. Hey, this is why we got the world famous, not so famous Chidolinus on the show.
Dang, man.
He's just a famous guy with the podcast, or not a famous guy, just a guy with the. He's just a Raiders fan with the podcast.
Yes, sir.
But yo, my brother, I want to thank you for so much for coming on the show, man, and bringing your insight and your fun and your personality to it, man. I really enjoyed having you on. But shoot, I was gonna do one by myself. I was gonna do my first by myself.
I'm glad I got home when I did. I was able to hop on. I thought you was on with your gang, but I guess they're
usually I am, man. But hey, things happen, things go forward, and I'll be like, hey, Raider Nation, we keep pushing forward. Is it a motel for promotion? I said
we were in Rosarito, but okay, yeah.
But,
hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Definitely got to do this again.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna be doing something on Friday nights. Is that right, Cheeto? Is that what we were talking about?
Yeah, I got to get together with you and James, see when we start that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Hey, guys, stay tuned because hey, you never know what we're gonna be doing.
Maybe after the World Series right now, because my Fridays are gonna be a little occupied.
Occupied until October's done, right around there.
I was thinking that. I was like, wait, tomorrow's the Dodger game. I ain't doing nothing. Yeah. Oh, you can tell when there's something on and I'm doing a show and I'm not paying it. SoCal Sal always would call me out. We were doing a show and there'd be like a wrestling pay-per-view on. And they'd be like, Cheeto ain't even listening. I was just like this.
He's right there. He's like, what? We're trading Mac Crosby. Yeah,
okay.
We are.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I know better than to go on live when I'm trying to watch something else. Yeah. Mm-mm.
No, I got you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and man, hit that little bell button, so that way you guys know whenever we go live. And
sure.
I know Cheeto. Let them know how many shows you got going on a week.
Oh man, it's insane. Sometimes it's too much, I think. But I know Monday I do my own show, Poodle Raider Podcast. It's me, my homie Chona, my homeboy Johnny. We got Queen V from West Valley Raiders, and then of course we got Raider Loves Raquel. She goes by Raider Loves. We got Raquel on there with us, and then Tuesday we got the Most Notorious podcast. Of course, we got that, and then what is the other one? On Wednesday, I do the Raider Connection with Jeff, my boy Nathan, and then Raider J. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Hey, that would be doing all sorts of stuff. So, hey, look at that, man. We got Steven jumping into the chat. We got Predator saying that he wants to be the first super fan. I call it now. He says, yes, we'll get you on here, Predator. We know that.
First super fan. Like what? To be on your show?
To come on the show on Fridays.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. That seems a little different.
Oh, man. Watch out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, salute, Steven. Thank you so much, brother. Hey, hopefully you guys are doing well. And guys, thank you guys so much for locking in. Make sure that you guys, man, just follow us and just show us some love. Show everybody some love, man. Show Jeff love. Show the Raider Nate. You got LB Raider 10. We got all sorts of people back in the house. Yeah, Raider.
My boy Raider Rundown. Oh, the Rundown. Don't forget that one. We got that one.
Raider Rundown. We got J Raider. I'll be like, bro, we got
I gotta forget my boy Raider Rundown. We go on early on Mondays after whatever shenanigans happens on Sunday. He'll hit me up. Chido, you want to go live? Let me check my work schedule. 11 a.m. Let's go. Yeah.
Oh man, I love this dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but that's what it's all about, man. Raider Nation, keep supporting everybody, man. Keep supporting everybody out there doing their work. It's all love, man. And until next time, it's all about one team. It's all about one nation. It's all about the Raiders. Cool, man. So what